9.3 FM, presented by St. Barnabas, in addition to 1230 WBVP Beaver Falls. It's now time for the best of Beaver County. For the next 30 minutes, you're going to learn about unique and interesting people in Beaver County. You can also watch live on Facebook at WBVP-WMBA. The best of Beaver County is brought to you by St. Barnabas. Here is your host, Frank Sparks.
Hey, good morning and welcome to the best of Beaver County. For it is June the 18th of 2026, and this week, the best of Beaver County is going to be a fun one. We're going to have somebody that we know quite well that's going to be joining us in studio, along with somebody new that we just met this morning, and Joe Dalton from Dalton Services. And we're going to talk about what Dalton Services does and a lot of different things that happen within the community, because Joe gets out there and helps a lot, and he's one of our guys. He's a sponsor. You're a sponsor for helping us with the car cruises, and we appreciate that. Appreciate everything that you're doing to help us out with the car cruises this year with the porta-johns and everything, Joe. So good morning to you, and thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
Well, Joe, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where did you grow up?
Like I said, my name is Joe Dalton. We own Dalton Service Company, Elwood City, PA, right on Mercer Road or Elwood City, Pennsylvania. Born and raised in Beaver County, Big Beaver, Pennsylvania is where I was, basically born and raised. And then, me and my wife, 1994, so we moved to North Swickley and, built a house and our kids and that. And,
okay. How many kids you have?
Two kids, a son and a daughter. Yeah, okay. Zach and Caitlin. Yeah, there's real good kids. Yes.
All right. Any they old enough to have other kids? You got any grandkids or anything?
Yeah, got 5 grandkids. Wow. Three awesome. 3 grandsons, 2 granddaughters, and just real proud of them. They're all nice kids.
Yeah. So how did you get involved with? Obviously, it's got your name on it, but how did you get involved with starting Dalton Services?
Years ago, it was about 1981. Me and my dad, believe it or not, had a little, just like a little, trucking company. Okay. We had one septic truck, had about 20 porta-johns, and that's basically when I got started in 1981. And then, just through the years, me and my dad, we kind of worked together. And then, as the business grew, he kind of did his own thing. I did mine own thing. And like I said, that's how we got started. Me and him actually started it. And like I said, it just through the years, like I said, just got bigger and bigger. And then, my dad actually retired. It was actually 2 different businesses. My dad owned Dalton Sanitary Service, is what he owned, incorporated. Okay. I owned Dalton Service Company, LLC. Okay. We always worked real good together. Well, he actually sold his business about probably been 20 years ago is when he sold his business. Mm-hmm. And, that's how I got started. And that's just, been doing it ever since,
Tom, you can chime in as we go if you want to. So what are some of the services that you provide?
We specialize. We pump out septic tanks. We haul city water for drinking water. We have the roll-off boxes like for demolition, house cleanups, a little bit of everything. That's what they like about me. When anybody calls, I don't turn nothing down. We usually do it. Between me and my family, we do it. Like I said, that's just how we built the business. We don't turn nothing down. If we can't do it, I'll refer you to somebody who can do it, and give you a good job and a fair price. Do
you if people need their swimming pools filled up? Are you able to do that?
Yeah, we fill a lot of swimming pools. We fill a lot of wells. We fill a lot of cisterns. Believe it or not, we get in the wintertime, we get people likes to make ice skating rinks. We haul that. Wow. But I would say the biggest thing is swimming pools and wells. But if you need a load of water at your house to power wash your house, we'll bring it to you. If you need a holding tank for water, we have them. Just like I said, we don't turn nothing down. So just whatever you need, we do it. And we basically all word of mouth. We're pretty proud of that. It's all pretty much word of mouth, repeat customers. Like our porta-johns, we don't even advertise. It's all word of mouth. Like I said, we got about 300 units, dealing with good people. we're just happy doing that. We don't need to get no bigger. I mean, if we do, that's fine. But like I said, we just, just
you don't
like
hear
Tom.
that too often, do you?
Well, no, just like Tom here. He heard about us, called us, and hey, we do a good job. And this all goes back seriously. Like I said, my wife, my kids. Hey, they do all the back scene stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out there in the truck every day. Everybody knows me, but serious about wife, kids, and then they do all the paperwork. They catch all the BS if something does happen. I mean, not too much, but if it does, they happen. Like we've been having trouble with our answering service here for like the last 6 months, but we're fixing it. I mean, like I said, we're getting a new service. We've been getting some complaints on that. It's time to move on. We don't like to do that, but the other company ain't been doing their job, so we got to move on. And then, like I said, the biggest thing, my employees, we get good employees. They've been here for years. I mean, hey, they're dedicated. I mean, if it wasn't for them, our business won't be where it is. I mean, that's, hey, I'm out there. I work hard, but seriously, my kids and my employees, I mean, they...
Now, how many employees do you have?
There's about 26 of us, including myself. Yeah, 26, yeah.
Okay.
And they've been there for years. Like I said, seriously, knock on wood, most people come, they retire. Like we just had a guy retired 33 years. I mean,
Wow.
He was there a long time. We miss him, good guy. And, but like I said, thankfully we got good employees.
I think one of the things that's cool is while your trucks are basic, everybody knows them.
Everybody
if that makes
does,
sense to
don't
you.
they?
So, I mean, that dark, the dark color with the Dalton logo on there, even though it's something that everybody knows and they know the Dalton truck.
Well, that goes back to my wife, seriously. She's the one come up with the logo because, like I said, we're not affiliated or related or owned by Dalton Sanitary Service. So that's why we wanted our stuff to be different. And like I said, my wife's the one that's come up with that logo. I mean, she did. She come up with it. And that's everybody sees that. They know it's our truck. They know it's not the other Dalton. They just know it's us. And that
I don't even know what the other Dalton truck looks like, to be honest with you.
I don't either. I
can't
mean,
even
all
tell you.
I see
I know what yours looks like.
Joe's.
yeah,
Yes,
they used to be, like I said, most of them was white with like theirs was like white with, I believe, gray tanks. Where they used to be. I'm not sure now. But that's what they used to be like. When my dad owned it, that's what it was. Like the trucks was white with like gray tanks. Where that's why I went with the black cab. We got the black cab with the silver tanks. Just so it's a difference. I mean, we don't want to take none of their business. And I don't want to take none of my business. That's why we did that. Because in the beginning it was a real problem. It was, but that's why we told everybody, no relation, no nothing. Like I said, just just two different companies.
Two separate companies, yeah. And if I could, Joe is one of those people I really admire, right? He's a business owner, which is tough in and of itself, right? And what can be a very difficult competitive business, right? He's very, very involved with the community. And like I was on a little bit ago with the guys from Beaver County Boom, and they talked about sponsors. And this is the type of person that is a sponsor of community events, right? He's helping out here on Cruising on the Ridge. He's been involved in helping out at Air Heritage Aviation Museum. And so here's what's important, right, is people like this that are willing to give to the community, right? This ends up being, especially for a family-owned business, this is money out of his pocket that he's willing to donate.
Right.
The important thing as we talk about sponsors and talk to sponsors is that you support them, right? That's the payback they get. Like Joe was saying, word of mouth. This is big word of mouth when we're on Beaver County radio, right? So out where I live, rural
in the sticks.
Ohio.
In the sticks, as they call it.
And by the way, I knew Joe's parents. They were wonderful people. They lived right down the road from me on Waterford Road. But see, out our way, everybody has wells. Everybody has septic tanks. We're not like the high-end people like you, Frank, in the city with city water and stuff.
I don't think city water is a real good thing right now, do you?
No, right now I've heard. But so here's what I do, right? When I'm listening to a show and I hear sponsors for Beaver County Radio, for Beaver County Boom, for things going on, when I go and support them, I tell them, I heard about you on Beaver County Radio. And that's the same thing I did. That's how I heard about some event that Joe was supporting, and he was a sponsor of, and I thought, let me give him a call. And see, these are the type of people, and Mark and Nate and Dr. Zambelli would agree, and you know this, right? Mm-hmm. These are the people that make it really everything happen. They make Beaver County Radio happen. They make all these big events happen. Because, and I love, Frank, how over the years, every time I've been on, you ask me or anybody else here, talk about your sponsors, tell us about your sponsors, because, and it's very important to get their name out, but it's also very important for everybody listening, if you have need of Joe's services, that you go to Joe. And it is important, especially when you have a competing company with a very similar name, right. Joe? And he's telling me things he does today I never even knew you did. I have a quick question.
Sure.
So last weekend I was down, and my wife and I were down at the Beaver Falls car cruise, right? And I was out just trying to get away from the crowd a little bit. We were talking to Marina down at Athens, that owns Athens, and we just walked out back a little bit. And I see these two big, like, metal containers with, like, I don't know, used cooking grease.
Yeah.
Do you service those kind of things, Joe?
Yes, but again, it's word of mouth. I mean, we have quite a few customers, but like I said, I'm the kind of guy, I'll probably never be rich because I don't want to step on nobody's toes. I mean, like, I don't go out and solicit, but if somebody calls me, I do it. Yeah, we do that. That's restaurant grease. What that is, when you cook French fries and stuff, after a while, that grease is junk. Okay. So you got to get rid of it. So the big boys used to actually charge big money to take that stuff. Well, about 20 years ago, I started taking it. Well, I mean, I actually take it for free, recycle it, and make oils and stuff out of it.
Oils.
Yeah, I actually pick it up for free is what I do. But like I said, no, we don't do that one,
right?
Because I'm just not like that. But we got quite a few accounts.
I never
like that.
thought about it, right? I've never owned a restaurant or anything.
Right.
Well, okay, I know they got to get rid of that used oil and grease. And I thought, well, I wonder if you did stuff like that.
Yeah,
it made me think of you.
We do a lot of, like they have, that's the recycled grease there, but they actually have like grease traps too in the ground. Like every time I wash dishes, go to catch all that. We do that too. That's grease trap pumping. We do that also. Now,
who would know?
We do got to charge for that though. I mean, that's because you can't do nothing with it. I mean, that's just wastewater, waste grease. But the stuff comes out of the deep fryers. Yeah, you can. We actually recycle that. That's what we do. But like I said, I just never did that. I don't go after nobody's accounts. If somebody calls me like you call me,
right?
I'm dealing with you. But I'd have never just come out there and did that because I'm not like that.
And that speaks volumes too, I think, because you're so successful just by word of mouth.
Just word of mouth, yeah.
And what that means to me is that when people use your services, they appreciate it. That's why the biggest reference I can get is from somebody like one of you two to say, hey, you need an electrician. This is the guy. You need,
give him a call.
And so that word of mouth is the most trusted form of advertisement there is, I think.
And I think another thing that people see too is the fact you have 26 employees you said work for you, right?
Correct.
But you're also, even when I've called you, you're also out in the truck yourself working.
Every day. That's what I said, every day.
People respect somebody more that's going to be out there working than somebody in a business type like you have, a labor-intense business. They appreciate the fact seeing the owners out there every day working, busted his hump just like the rest of his employees are. And that's part of it. I mean, honestly.
And that's what's built the business. I mean, a driver calls off, I'm there. Like, sometimes I'm in the truck too much. Driver calls off, I'm there. Just like, seriously, an emergency comes in, they can't take care of it, I go. It's just how it is. And like I said, everybody always sees me out there, but like I said, there's a lot behind the scenes. And my wife and my kids, they take care of all that seriously. Without them, this business wouldn't do what it's doing. I mean,
Right.
Seriously, if there is a complaint, there ain't too many, but when there is, they get the call. But then, usually they take care of it. But if they can't, then they'll call me. I mean, hey, I'll go out and see the people. I'll do what I can. I mean, like I said, we've been in business all these years for some reason. And
that's a large part of the reason.
That's why we like to repeat customers. Yeah. When you get new customers, sometimes, man, you can get some real characters.
I'll bet. But repeat customers, that speaks volume about what you do. The other thing that impresses me, if I may, is we've all in our careers, I'm retired, but in our careers, we've all had bosses who really didn't have a clue on what we did, right? Mm-hmm. And I got to believe, like, your employees love the fact that not only do you know what they're doing every day, but any questions they have, you can answer. And I think there's respect when you're the head of the company actually is out doing the hard work and doing what his employees are doing every single day.
And supporting. That's huge support.
It is
supporting
big,
your employees.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's huge.
I think it is. So I think it's great that you're so hands-on, Joe. Really, with 26 employees, I think you could probably sit back in an office somewhere and just say, go ahead, let everybody else do the work. I think
looking at Joe and even meeting him for the first time, I could tell that's not going to happen ever.
Nah, seriously.
Not happening.
I mean, I can never sit back. That's why, someday I probably will retire, but like I said, I'll still have to do something. I mean, I'm just too antsy. Like I said, I'm always hands-on. And like I said, I don't know, just how I've been. And I was always raised, seriously, you don't ask somebody to do what you wouldn't do. Like, I mean, I don't do it now because I ain't got the time.
Right.
I used to literally crawl inside the septic tanks in the trucks. You get rocks and stuff. After a while, I get a shovel the rocks out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I've done it. I mean, like I said, and I'd still do it to this day if I had to, but I have. I got a couple of laborers now work for me. But I respect them. They get paid extra money. I know what nasty job it is.
Yeah.
They get paid extra money. It's a nasty job. I mean, I take care of my employees. But, hey, if I had to, I'd get back in there. But like I said, I've done it.
I don't think I would. But,
I've done it.
You got to do, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. So, you talked about retiring one day, possibly. So what are some of the hobbies you like to do when you do have the little spare time that you have?
I just like to like this past weekend. Took all the family quad. We go quad riding. We went down to Hatfield and McCoy this past weekend. Mm-hmm. I just enjoy grandkids, my kids. That's what I enjoy doing. I mean, I actually that's all. I don't really have no hobbies, but I do have an old Chevy pickup truck. I'm gonna probably get it fixed up.
I knew he was a gearhead. I knew
it
somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually start hitting some. I've been talking about it for 5 years, no time, but I'm gonna start making time to do it. I mean,
what year is it?
76 Chevy.
Is that right?
Yeah.
When you get it done, you got to promise to bring it up here to Cruising on the Ridge.
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, I tell you what, it's actually in pretty good shape. I've had it for years and just needs a little bit of TLC, But no, I want to do that because I do enjoy it. Like every year, I always want to go to the Beaver Falls Car Cruise. I swear to God, something comes up, emergency. It's just how it has. I mean, I've only been to that twice. That's it.
Wow. We have 5 of them here, so
Yeah,
5 opportunities.
I promise you I'll be here. Yeah, I promise
bring it up. I mean, is it roadworthy?
Oh yeah.
Bring it up.
Yeah,
I mean,
bring it up.
Every car that comes to a show or a cruise or everything. Everyone doesn't have to be pristine or perfect. People that like us that appreciate older vehicles.
Yeah.
Sometimes we appreciate ones with patina on them and ones that you can tell.
I love ones with patina.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make the next one possibly.
Yeah.
I said, I ain't kidding you. It's just I am busy. That's the problem. And but I do want to do that seriously.
So is there in your business, Joe? I'm just curious because I don't know much about it. Is there a busier time of year, and if so, why?
Well, in the wintertime, it does slow down.
Yeah.
I mean, because, people don't want to go outside. And, number one, there ain't no swimming pools in the wintertime. But now everybody, our busiest times are actually April to July 4th. I mean, everybody, once their pool's filled, they're putting new liners in.
Right.
Same way septics. I don't know what it is. As soon as spring comes, everybody gets that urge. They want to do their tank. Get
their septic
the wintertime is slower. I mean, that is a slower time. But like I said, usually when we're slow, we always got a list of maintenance needs done. I mean, the guys are still busy all the time, seriously, and I am too. I mean, it's always maintenance, or like I said, we still got a lot of stuff runs in the wintertime, but it does slow down in the wintertime.
How many vehicles do you have in your company? Or
our fleet is actually older. I got spares. I mean, they're all DOT'd. I mean, we keep them in nice shape. But we probably got about 30 trucks. But
But I think that's the mystique of it too. Is those are old school trucks.
Oh, yeah,
and that's what I love. Every time I see a Dalton truck, I like looking at the old school headlights that are actually screwed right on the front of the bumper.
Right.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, so many people we'll be out pumping a tank, and they're out there looking, hey, man, where'd you get this thing?
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and they put their kids up in there. It's old school. I mean, it's just the old trucks and these new ones are totally different. I mean,
bet.
and
bet.
like I said, I can't stress this enough. Our employees, they do, man. You know, especially my mechanics, they like the old stuff too. I mean, it's easier to work on.
Sure.
They can fix about anything. Seriously, I mean, but you know, it's just everybody. Well, you know.
Yep.
But it takes a team to do this.
Sure
So like
does.
I said, my wife and kids, and like I said, and our employees. I mean, that's why the business is where it is. Just not because of me. Like I said, everybody, every day, man, they see me, but they don't realize I can't do it all by myself. Like I said, usually, somebody don't pay us. My wife and kids are involved collecting the money. I mean, people don't see that, but they're behind the scenes.
It's so impressive to me, right? After a career in business, it's rare that you get somebody like him,
right,
who says, I know everybody sees me, I'm the face, but it's really everybody else behind the scenes making it work. A lot of times those other people in other companies behind the scenes, they think that they're, the most important people in the world, not you. And a lot of people in your position don't recognize the people behind the scenes. So I think it's a real testament to who you are. And I wish they were still here with us, but your mom and dad did a good job in raising you.
Oh, yeah, like I said.
They did a good job.
Yeah, my dad was old school.
He was.
Ever since I was 10 years old, man, I did. I drove. I mean, I wrenched. That's why, seriously, I know the old trucks. I mean, that's what I was raised on. These newer ones, I know nothing about it. Now, my son, anytime we get a problem, I'm going to call him. He's like, when it comes to fixing something electrical, troubleshooting, we just call him because I have no clue. I'm stupid. I mean, I'm just old. But the old ones now, I can get them home, get them fixed, but not the new ones. I
think that's pretty much what every type of thing is. Old school engine wise, school engines, they're fixable. These new ones, you need a doctor basically to fix any type of new engine anymore because they've made them so sophisticated. Yeah,
I can remember seriously. I did. I mean, back in the 80s. I was a pretty good mechanic. Even in the 90s, I mean, I was a pretty good mechanic. But I'm the first to admit, today I'm no mechanic. I mean, we call my son all the time. Even my mechanic, he's pretty good. But when we get into like computers, wiring, something like that, we always call my son. He comes out and either walks him through it or takes care of it, one or the other.
All right, this week's Best of Beaver County is Joe Dalton from Dalton Services out in Elwood City. We're going to take a very short break, and we'll be back with more here on Beaver County Radio.
If you own a company or a small business, you might have considered advertising on radio. It's smart because radio is still the most far-reaching media outlet today. WBVP and WMBA can get you results. Get more information at beavercountyradio.com.
Put freedom in your future. Freedom United Federal Credit Union in Rochester.
Beaver County Radio and Moon Township Ford are teaming up for the 4th annual Cruisin' the Ridge Car Cruises. This year's car cruises are presented by A.K. Nahhouse Appliance Furniture Mattress and TV and Dan Hoffman State Farm Insurance. Join us this Saturday, June 20th from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. for the second cruise of the year. The cruise is being held at the Beaver County Radio Studios at 4301 Dutch Ridge Road in Brighton Township. Solid Gold Saturday host J.D. Merkel will be spinning tunes in the parking lot. There will be food trucks, a 50-50, and a chance auction. The cruises are rain or shine, and the first 100 receive a dash plaque. Collect all 5 for a chance at a special prize at the end of the year. Cruisin' the Ridge is also being sponsored by Tri-County McDonald's, Patriot Home Care, Monroe Auto Body, NovaCare, J. Young Refuse, NAMI Beaver County, and Beaver County Radio.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Summer is here and the deals are red hot, maybe even hotter than the summer's hottest days at Moon Township Ford. It's the America Value for American Values employee pricing program, and it's just in time for your 4th of July celebrations. Be the buzz at your 4th of July cookout with a brand new F-150, Bronco, or Bronco Sport in your driveway. Ford has extended the military discounts to all the armed services. Combine that with employee pricing, and your savings are out of this world. They're also buying cars every day, and they're paying over the moon to fill their current inventory needs. Call or come in and see them today. Ford's America for America employee pricing program going on now at Moon Township Ford, University Boulevard in Moon Township.
Delconi's Moon Township Ford, where friends send friends.
It's the Best of Beaver County, and this week the Best of Beaver County is Joe Dalton from Dalton Services, LLC. So, Joe, in the last couple minutes we have, give like a recap of what all kind of services that you guys provide.
Like I said, we pump out septic tanks. We pump out like grease traps. We pump out like any kind of wastewater, non-hazardous. Anything that's non-hazardous, we pretty much pump. And then, like I said, we have the water division. We haul city drinking water. That's mostly, like I said, for pools, cistern, wells. Mm-hmm. Like I said, if you need it for your house, to power wash your house, we got holding tanks, whatever. And then as far as the portable toilets, we do anything. I mean, like I said, the portable toilets, we guarantee we keep ours good and clean. We use the best chemicals, best toilet paper. I mean, we use the best of everything. I mean, our price might not be the cheapest, but I guarantee you the service is the best. If you look at the service versus a little bit of savings you might save, really you're getting a better deal because we use top of the line everything. And like I said, but you call us, we do just about anything. Like I said, we've hauled equipment, we've fixed equipment. I mean, we're pretty much whatever you need, we'll do it for you. And like I said, it's all word of mouth. Like I said, it's how we do it. It's all word of mouth.
And you have roll-off service as well?
Yeah, we got the roll-off boxes or for like I said, we do residential, commercial, industrial. We do demolition, house cleanups, all that. But like I said, I want to really, before we go off, I just want to thank all of our customers. We appreciate the repeat business. Like I said, that's our biggest thing. Without our customers, we wouldn't be here today. I want to thank them all. And then, like I said, I want to thank my family and my employees. Like I said, that's what makes the business. I mean, believe me, I'm out there every day working. But that whole circle is what makes us where we are today, and we're real proud of that.
Well said. Well said.
So if somebody would like to get a hold of you, how can they do that, Joe?
Like I said, it's Dalton Service Company, LLC, 724-752-4545. That's our office number, 724-752-4545.
You also have a website as well?
Yes.
I'm putting them to the test here.
I can't answer that.
Dalton Services Company, LLC.com. How's that?
There you go. He's got it up for
That's it.
Well, you know what? And it actually shows your values on it as well. Like, when you go on the website, you can see there's a picture of you, and I'm going to assume that's your wife. And then
she took care of that.
Behind in the back on the truck.
Yeah, yes.
Truck? Okay.
Yeah, she did all that. And like I said, I don't even know the website, so I call them. I mean,
what's our website?
I'm a telephone guy. You call me, I answer. I mean, like I said, I'm just old school telephone guy, man.
I'm driving down the road in the truck.
That's
how do you do? I mean, because you're driving old school truck, so how you wheeling, putting the phone up, wheeling, and doing all that?
I've done it for years, but now I just had to get a headset. They just passed the law. I ain't allowed to do that. But I do it. Like I've just done it for so long, man. Just
grinding the gear, steering, and talking on the phone all at the same time.
Used to have two phones. I got rid of them. I got one phone now because I used to carry a customer's phone too, but that's it. I mean, I stopped that a couple years ago.
Well, Joe, we appreciate you doing what you've done for us with the car cruises and, donating a couple toilets to us to use this year at the car cruises as well. And we appreciate everything you do within the community as well. There's not too many people that are like you, that are around, that we have a lot of businesses that do that. And like Tom said earlier, that's one of the reasons why I like to support businesses like yours, because without businesses like yours, number one, Beaver County Radio wouldn't exist. And a lot of the events that go on within the community wouldn't exist without great people like you helping them.
Well, we appreciate you inviting us on here. Like I said, I had no idea we was going to do this. I just, like I said, I give you those toilets out of, I could just tell you good people and I wanted to help you out. But I appreciate this too. So like I said, I'll Really appreciate those.
Well, you go home and tell all your family you're famous now.
Yeah, there you go.
You're on Facebook Live.
I'm just hoping somebody calls me from Nashville, man. Let's go back.
There you go.
Let me know. I'll be your road manager, man.
Well, Joe, it's a pleasure meeting you, and we'll have to do this again.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Have a nice day.
That's it for the Best Beaver County for this week. Coming up, Noah Haswell will have news here shortly on Beaver County Radio, and tune in as we will have the replay will be on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. here on Beaver County Radio, and then also on our sister station WJAS will be Saturday at noon.